You know, it's a crazy world we live in today. Sometimes it's hard to know what to do, what's right and wrong, how one should live one's life. It kind of ties in what we've already been talking about.
Okay.
Sometimes, especially think about the 17, we were just talking about you guidance counseling them. And it's
Yes.
sometimes called paralysis of choice. There's almost
Ooh,
too many options that it becomes overwhelming, you
I
know?
know that feeling. Yep. Yep.
And I think it's true for every age group. If you go, I mean, there's all sorts of great, self-help out there. Which one do you choose? Do I focus
How,
on this or that or what?
it's just impossible.
It's impossible. But so today we're actually going to try to help people with all the wisdom that we have gained through Seinfeld,
So much wisdom.
the life lessons.
All right. I'm all
Now,
about it.
if you take all of the knowledge in your life that you've learned, Winston Hall, and that's
Okay.
including from preschool, from family to, you know, every school, college, every education, and Seinfeld, what
hmm
percentage of that would you say is Seinfeld?
Conservatively, I don't know,
Conservative.
93, 94%.
I was going to say 95, but yeah, yeah, same. And so
Yeah.
there are, these are for those out there who might not be privy to all the lessons that Seinfeld teaches us.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna help people learn.
We're going to help people today more than we
Yes.
already have, by the way.
Yes. Yes. We're like reverse pirates or something.
Reverse pirates.
We commandeer people's ships and then just compliment the way they're dressed. Ah! We just we just roll up on them and compliment their shoes.
What is that on the horizon? Oh no, it's the reverse pirates.
You guys look really
Sound the
sharp.
reverse pirate alarm.
What's the reverse
Oh,
pirate alarm? A welcome banner?
it's a really happy jingle instead of like it's like
Uh,
okay.
uh. Anyway,
First, I'm gonna go through kind of the quick lessons. I'll just mention them,
all right,
and
hit
then
it.
I'm gonna ask you if you have any particular lessons that spring to mind. Okay. Let's see. One chip, one dip. Now, this is the double
Ooh,
dipping chip thing. You dip the chip, you take a bite, you put it back in. That's like putting your whole mouth in the dip,
yeah,
right?
it's like licking the. Yeah, okay. I will say this real quick. I just shared some queso with my bass player, and we both kind of subconsciously stuck to the one chip, one dip mantra. Yeah,
It's about sharing. And also,
yeah.
let's say you have a really big chip that you can't bite it all. Well, then you don't bite it off and double dip. You break it
You
first,
break
and
it.
then you dip this one and then dip
Then
this one.
you have
Two
two. Yeah,
separate chips.
yeah, two. Yeah.
Okay. In some states, you can earn more for a bottle deposit for recycling. You just do with that
Ooh,
information what you will.
yeah. Business moves. Yeah.
Big companies, they write off everything. That's another
Yeah. I don't even know what a write off is.
one. Do you? No, but they
No,
do, and they're the ones
that's
writing them
writing
off.
it off. Uh,
You can sleep under your desk if you need a place to nap.
yes.
Keep the big bills on the outside.
Can you see that?
That's a
On the
10.
on the inside, ones.
There you go.
I keep the
Keep the
big
big
bills
bills on the
on the
outside.
outside. Yes, don't be too flashy.
I, yeah,
They'll make a big scene out of it.
keeping the big bills on the outside might not be a great strategy in some situations, actually.
Consider that. All right. Next.
Next one. Adjacent to refuse is refuse. Next one.
All right.
Soup is not a meal.
Ooh.
If you're having people over for a meal, soup is not a meal. I would even throw, they talk about crumbling crackers in a hearty soup. No, soup is not a meal. No
No.
banya.
What if it's full of meaty chunks though?
I
But,
still say soup is not a meal.
but what if you take a meal and you smush it up and then put that into soup? That could technically be a meal.
Like if you took a steak dinner and kind of
You cut it
liquefied it into a bowl.
or cut it up into little chunks and then put that into soup.
I say it isn't a meal because I say it isn't actually the nutritional value of what I think it's the form.
The
I think it's
bowl.
the container and the bowl, and that makes it not a meal for me. It's something about the aesthetics. But that's one man's opinion. That's not Seinfeld wisdom.
So basically, if the meal has to be contained in a bowl because of its very nature, it is by all definitions soup.
There are there are some bowl-based meals like rice bowls that aren't soup. That's different, like
So
Chipotle.
there has to be some percentage of liquid for it to be
Yeah,
considered soup.
I would
Oh,
say
that's
so.
fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
That
as in,
resolved of its own volition. Yeah. You know,
well, we've officially bottomed out, haven't we? Uh, yeah.
uh,
Otherwise, the adjective soupy, you know, referring to fog or liquidy, it's the liquid. All right.
who picked the word soupy to describe weather?
Yeah.
Like, unless you're
Well,
literally
fog.
swimming through it. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
not soupy.
No, it isn't.
I would think
It's the opposite.
soupy would be like if you drove your car off into a flooded river. You'd be like, wow, this river sure is soupy.
If you were drowning,
Yeah.
this is really soupy would be one of your last thoughts,
Yeah. True. Very true.
if you're lucky. Okay, next lesson. There's good naked and there's bad naked. This
Ooh.
is very true.
Yeah.
Moving on. Got to keep your worlds apart.
Worlds apart.
Yeah. Your dating life and your friends.
Yeah,
Never the
well,
twain shall meet.
that's the wisdom of that Seinfeld is that when those two worlds combine, that's when you're really in a serious relationship.
That's true. Yeah.
A George
And
is
those
divided
worlds
against
actually destroy each other and form a new one.
itself. Right. Exactly. It's very cataclysmic. Yeah.
This one is untested. I haven't tested it.
Okay.
Butter is superior to shaving cream.
I couldn't tell you, but
Have
I
you
will tell
tried
you
it?
what. I'll tell you what I do know. Soap is superior to shaving cream.
Mm,
I haven't bought shaving cream in probably 20 years.
wow.
But I, of course, have a beard, but I still have to shave here,
Congratulations.
and I have to shave here, and I just use soap. But what I might do next time is just use butter instead of soap.
Yeah. It would be good for the podcast if you could try that out for us.
And specifically a stick of butter, because I feel like the application of margarine from a tub would be
Yeah.
like really kind of weird,
No,
like
it's not
awkward.
margarine. That's not what Seinfeld. No, it's
It's a
butter.
stick of butter.
Yeah.
I bet it's not bad.
And if it
I'll
feels
try
good, you can use it all over your body.
it. Ew.
All right, moving on.
I'll try. I'll let you know. Okay, next.
Next one, check the toilet paper when going into a stall.
Well, yeah.
Myanmar used to be Burma.
It'll always be Burma to me.
It'll always be Burma to me.
Do you mean that literally or like is that like a metaphorical thing? Like sometimes Burma becomes Myanmar and you have to just make peace
That's
with
not
it?
really a lesson. That's just a piece of information that'll make you look smart here.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant it was like
These
a
might
metaphorical.
not this might not all be lessons here. But this one is a good one. Avoid poppy seed and poppy seed muffins before a drug test.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
actually really
test
smart.
positive.
Yes, you can.
Gotta support the team. Whatever your team is, gotta support the team. Which in this case is the San Antonio Spurs. There's no other team.
Or it could be the Merchant Marine.
If you are trying to maintain a crease in your pants, take them off before sitting down in them to maintain the crease before a performance. This is good for musicians.
Always.
Pretzels will make you thirsty.
Oh, they make you so thirsty.
Yeah. When a patient gets difficult, you quone him. Do you remember quone? Playing Scrabble.
Seinfeld?
Kramer puts down quone,
Oh, yeah.
Quone. It's like, you need a medical dictionary. When a patient gets difficult, you quone him. Anyway.
Hey,
You can duplicate keys that say "do not duplicate."
Yeah, don't be so naive. Of course you can.
Yeah, what a sweet kid.
Uh,
Let's see. Pepsi is tastier than wine.
well, yeah.
Um, you gotta. This is not a good lesson, but you gotta eat before surgery. You need your strength,
Uh, uh,
and you don't need to buy an umbrella. You can get them for free at the coffee shop in those metal cans.
you know,
Okay. Mm,
well, I gotta say, I'm 44 years old, and I still struggle with umbrellas, just in
mm,
general. You know, they're awkward, they're clumsy, they're wet after you use them.
yeah.
You know,
I
like they're not the.
generally don't, and then I only need them for like once every month or 2 months. And I lose track of it.
Well, you only really need them when it's like a severe, severe downpour. But when
Hmm.
it's raining that hard, you're still getting wet. Everything is getting wet, and
The
like
waist
you
down
usually,
gets wet anyway.
and you need it to get into a car. Well, how do you get into a car gracefully while holding an umbrella? It's
Uh,
just silly.
I have a system, and it's as graceful as it gets, and it's not graceful at all.
I wonder if
Anyway,
umbrellas they might be on the way out. I'm saying, you know,
you know what? Another industry that is ripe for a revolution, I would say. A new
100%,
product.
100%.
Okay. Now I kind of have my bigger, more all-encompassing, more important life lessons. You can use yada, yada, yada for just about anything. Brevity is the soul of wit.
Yes.
Keep your
Ooh.
story short.
Yeah.
Keep it
Oh,
short, yada, yada, get through them. Keep the interest of your audience.
I just thought of one that you made me think of. That's classic, a classic showbiz mantra. Go
I
out
think
on
I might
top.
know it.
Yeah. Go
All
out on
right,
top.
that's it for me.
Yeah. Go out on top.
Leave on a high note. This one
Wait.
ties into, yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
showmanship.
Showmanship. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Soon as you hit that high note, say goodnight, thank the crowd, and get off the stage.
You know, that's a real like if you watch people that speak and entertain and do these things, the ones that know when to walk off,
Hmm.
it's legit.
You
They're legit.
leave the audience wanting more.
Wanting more. That's right. That's
It
right.
is a great lesson
Classic.
for any performer, but for anyone,
Yeah.
even in a social situation, it works.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't be the last one at the party. No way.
No, don't overstay your
Ugh.
welcome.
No. Good stuff. Okay.
Yeah. So then you ask yourselves, isn't there something more to life? Well, let me clue you in on something. There
There's
isn't.
not. Temper your expectations. Yeah.
Sometimes you can get caught in a loop of some sort of existential crisis of what am I doing in this universe? No, just keep it simple.
Well, like don't build up life too much because if you build it up too much, then you never live life. You're always living in anticipation of life.
Then you're just sitting at the coffee shop having these conversations about what you should or shouldn't be doing. And
Like for example, if you applied to the Merchant Marines right now and they said no, you'd have to be able to say, you know what, that's okay. I
it's
could
all
always
right.
be in the Peace Corps.
You know what? We go around once on this crazy planet. We do the best we
That's it.
can. In
Yeah.
fact, that has a theme in several of these here.
Okay.
Um,
Let's do the next one.
Marriage, family, they're prisons, man-made prisons. You're doing time. Little controversial one here. I am
That's
engaged to be
controversial.
married, by the way, full
And I am
disclosure.
married. But I will
Yes.
tell you this though. You can set up your life like if you're gonna get married, don't go out and have 5 kids right away and get a house
No.
with a $500,000 mortgage. That's kind of where it falls into that idea. Like for
Yeah.
me personally, freelance musician,
Mm.
you know, like my days are wide open.
Your life isn't a prison.
No,
Also, that $500,000, you know what you can get with that?
pirate ship.
That's right.
Big. And by the way, there's pirate ships that are way cheaper.
That's also leaving yourself a good $10,000 just for wardrobe
Right, exactly. Like like
and
I need
weapons.
a tricorn hat or three. Yeah.
You're going to need a lot of them. You're going to need patches. You're going to need swords,
Scabbards,
flintlock pistols.
Jolly Roger flag.
Yeah.
Just
All
saying.
right.
But here's the thing: if you're gonna
Mm,
put yourself in a financial prison, make it be for something like a pirate ship,
like a pirate ship.
because then it's not a prison. It's just fun.
I agree with you. Don't people love podcasts where the hosts just agree with each other all the time? It's
Oh
great.
yeah, there's nothing to ever disagree about.
All right. This is I think this is a profound one too. It's not a lie if you
If you
believe it.
believe it. uh, okay, so my thought on that is it could work to your favor. For example, I'm just pulling something out of the air here, but let's say hypothetically that you owned a pirate ship and you put a tricorn hat on and you had a Jolly Roger flag and you really believed you were a pirate. Who's going to tell you you're not a pirate?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a lie if
Also,
you believe it.
it's not a lie if you believe it. They say on average people lie 1 to 2 times a day, usually just white lies for social, reasons. But George doesn't start this lie, but he's handed the lie of being a marine biologist.
Yes,
And at the end of that show, if you remember,
I
he
was a marine
was a
biologist.
marine biologist. That's right. He
Maybe
believed
he,
it,
he
and he
manifested
saved a
it.
whale.
How many people can say they saved a whale?
It's
How many
extraordinary.
non-marine biologists can say they saved a whale? No, just do it.
That is a person who leaned into his lie and believed it to the point where he actually briefly became a marine
Was.
biologist.
Yeah, yeah. There's some,
So
okay,
I'm
power
not
in that.
saying that everyone should just go out and lie all the time, but it's not a lie if you believe it.
Fake it till you make it. That's what that is.
Something to, yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah.
If every decision you made in life is wrong, then the opposite must be right.
We know, okay, sometimes you have to pivot, right?
Yeah,
That's a good
doing
life
the
lesson.
opposite is a huge one for George. But the
Oh.
doing the opposite thing,
Yes.
first of all, we're talking about self-reflection,
Uh-huh.
seeing what's happening in your life, and then being able to change your behavior, basically, which is incredibly difficult. People
You
tend to fall into patterns,
you have to be cognizant of your thought processes. That's what a lot of people can't do.
That's
They
right.
can't get outside themselves to look at the way they're thinking.
Or
That's what that
even if you
means.
can, then be able to actually put it into action
Yes.
and do the
Pivot.
opposite of what
Yes.
you think you should be doing. Ignore your natural instincts of common sense that you've ever had, as George
Yes.
says it.
That's wise. That's a lot of wisdom.
And he uses it to approach the woman at the coffee shop, by the way.
Mm.
Approaching someone like that, a stranger out of the blue, approaching a member of the opposite sex that you're attracted to, trying to
Yes.
strike up a conversation is brutally difficult.
Yes.
Um, I don't know. I was single for a time, and I actually went through a period of trying to go out and meet people. I was terrible at it. I was really trying too, you know. But just that act of walking across the room to a person and starting talking, it feels like, first of all, it feels 10 miles long to get over
Yes.
there. And then the sweating, but the mouth becomes dry, and you just start saying words that don't make sense. And then you slip
Maybe
and fall, and then they kick you and say, "Get out of here." It's awful.
maybe in the world we're so accustomed to people being disingenuous, you know, that if
Hmm.
you walk up to somebody and you're just 100% honest with them, instead of trying to play some kind of game, that's how that works. I guess. I don't
Okay,
know.
so there we go. That's the segue I needed. I don't want hope. Hope is killing me. My dream is to become hopeless. When you're hopeless, you don't care. And when you don't care, that indifference makes you attractive.
That's
This is
actually
also true.
that's wildly profound, actually, more than it is funny. Wow.
That indifference makes you, boy, do I, when you're in your 20s and you're trying
Mm,
really hard
don't try.
to meet people, completely unattractive. for everybody. It grosses people out. But when you're just there and you don't care, it makes you attractive. When you stop caring, that indifference, there's nothing more to life than this. That lack of caring and lack of trying too hard, just relaxing, feeling
Yes.
comfortable with yourself,
Let it
and just
come to
being indifferent.
you.
If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That indifference is very helpful.
Kind of like if you sailed by on a pirate ship. No, no, hear me out. You're up there on the wheel, the helm, if you will, and you're just cruising by because you're on a pirate ship. Life is good. You don't even notice the people on shore.
Not
And what do they all want to do? They all want to be on the pirate ship.
every
That's what
single one of them.
that's exactly an exact example of that. Is you're
Who
different.
who is who is more indifferent than a pirate?
I've always said that.
It's the famous saying, there's no
Who
one more indifferent than
is
a
different than
pirate.
a pirate? Yeah. It's like they don't rules. What rules? Yeah. There's no one more indifferent than a pirate. They don't care what country you're from. They don't care what rules you think they should follow. They
Yeah,
just get out there and just do pirate things.
they're as
Totally.
indifferent as one could possibly be.
And what does everybody want to be? A pirate.
A pirate,
Exactly.
pirate captain.
Exactly.
All
I'm
right,
just
let's move on to some food related ones here.
all right, let's pivot. Okay.
You're from Texas. I know that
Yes.
because we grew up together.
Yes, we did.
Uh, we're very
Shout out.
passionate about barbecue here.
Ooh, I love barbecue.
Yeah, big deal in Texas. Um, in the chicken roaster episode,
Mm.
Newman's munching on the chicken next to Kramer, who's trying not to eat it, but he's kind of looking over and it's looking good. And Kramer says, "Is that hickory?"
Oh yeah.
And Newman says, "Yeah, it's the wood that makes it good."
Yes. Uh,
Ask any pitmaster who
mm.
makes any barbecue. It starts with
The
the
wood.
wood in the smoker.
Yes. That's pretty applicable to everything.
Here's another one that's kind of food related. The tip jar. Always give your
Oh.
tip right to the person so you get credit for it.
And that they see you do it.
They
Yeah.
see you give the tip. Otherwise, they're not good. They're gonna think that you didn't tip them, and they're gonna go like the calzone guy.
Yes. You know that happens as a musician when somebody puts a tip in your jar and you don't see them do it, and then you feel bad because you don't know who it was, and you're like, "Thank you, whoever you were."
I've been on. Yeah, you've been on both sides of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, make sure they know if you're gonna tip someone. Make sure that they see it so you get credit for it. Because
Yes.
the
Make
point
a
of tipping
spectacle out
is
of
not
it.
the point of tipping is not just doing it because it's the right thing to do. It's to get the credit for it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's to make yourself feel better. Yeah. Totally.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. We all know that.
Um, all right, let's see. You will always think of the perfect comeback a couple days later.
Oh, that's the truth. That's the truth. The
You'll
jerk
never
store
have it in the
calls.
moment, and that's okay. Just do the best you can.
Yes. And let it be. If you don't get it, you can't revisit the past, George.
You can't go back and
No.
get another meeting and stuff a bunch of strip in your mouth.
Uh,
I've got the line. Jerk store is the line.
jer- jerk store. Jerk store.
They all start giving him better. How about your cranium called? It's got some space to rent.
Uh,
Let's see. Um, you can't break up in one push. It's like a vending machine. You got to rock it a couple
right.
times before it goes over.
Yes. Very wise.
It's also
Very wise.
true. Yeah,
Yeah.
tough to break up. Never pleasant. And then finally, well, one thing that's said a lot, we're living in a society. Said many times in frustration. You know, we're living in a society, usually to reprimand someone who is flaunting the rules of society. You know, not
Was
doing
that?
the right thing. I know George says it, and I know Jerry says it a couple times.
Yes.
to a crowd of like at the movies or something. We're living in a society.
Well, I mean, my gosh, if you don't have rules, you know what you have,
Chaos.
and pirates. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. But you
yeah.
know what? We are living in a society.
We are
This
living.
whole world is a society. We're all just trying to live on this planet, get along with each other, right?
And let me just tell you, I feel like society is really super thin if you think about it.
Mm.
Like we all stop at red lights, you know?
Sometimes
What
when
if
you think about the balance that society is,
it's terrifying? It's terrifying.
we're just a few bad days from a zombie apocalypse.
People, if people collectively woke up and just decided not to follow rules, can you imagine?
Mm.
It'd be
But
horrible.
if we follow each other's rules and we live in a
Mm.
society,
We
then
live
we're
in a
okay. Then we
society,
maintain the society.
which is, ultimately, if I had to be honest, I think that's why pirates kind of went away because people got
Mm.
tired. People got tired of people not following the rules.
Yeah.
Like it sounds glamorous, but it was probably a pretty big inconvenience. If I had to be honest.
If we're being honest about the impact of pirates, it's
Yeah,
probably inconvenient for a lot of people.
yeah. Well, just taking stuff and
Yeah.
disregard for people and their possessions. I imagine it was kind of a drag.
Well, if you look historically, often things just, they have ebbs and flows, peaks and valleys. And like you said,
Peaks and valleys, yeah.
there might be a need for pirates now more than ever. Um,